Well, hey there, hero. It's David H. Lawrence, the 17th, and today I want to talk to you about the concept of rounding yourself out. This to me was a revelation when it was presented to me a few years ago because I'd always been kind of raised with the idea that as you grow older, you should expand your abilities. You should expand the breadth and the depth of your abilities. And you should get better and better at many things. And it's an admirable situation to be tech savvy and know foreign languages and be handy around the house. But then, just to tie in with what I said the other day about Betsy, it was presented to me that it is better to maximize your strengths than try to raise all of the things that you may not be so good at to the level where you're excellent at them, trying to, again, round yourself out. It's always better to play to your strengths. And so my question to you is, do you play to your strengths? We touched on this briefly in the video about StrengthsFinders, but it's a concept that is hard, especially for performers, because again, we're often presented with the idea that you should be versatile. You should be agile. You should be able to play yourself. You should be able to play yourself as a younger person. You should be able to play a different race and a different age group. You should be able to play a child. You know, you should be able to play all these things, and you should be able to say yes whenever somebody says, "Hey, can you do this?" Sure, I can do that. 4-year-old Asian boy, girl, of course I can do. You know, you can't do everything. And when given the choice between taking advantage of what you're really good at, taking advantage of what you're strong at, and really keeping that polished and keeping that up to world-class standards, and not necessarily paying attention to the things that you know you're not all that good at and you're not all that interested in, but there's that nagging voice behind you that's saying, hey, you know, round yourself out. So my advice, and it's advice that was given to me by Betsy and by others, is concentrate on the things that you're really awesome at. You know, occasionally, you know, and I do this all the time just to keep it interesting, I push outside my comfort zone and I look at things, and sometimes you discover that you really love something that you didn't think you would, or you're really very good at something that you weren't possibly going to be good at all, right? But for the most part, when you figure out something isn't in your wheelhouse, it's a good idea to say, okay, I'm going to put my attention on the things that are. Does that make sense to you? Does that help? I wonder if that goes against the grain of what you've been taught as you developed your career as a performer, or whatever you do, if you're an attorney or a dentist or I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, would you? I'd love to know if that's something that that makes sense to you and that is something you've considered in the past. Just give me your comments on that. If you want to be on my list and know when these videos come out, we got the challenge going. We do have the challenge going, and that challenge is a new video every day for the year. And working with Adrian Salisbury and the Pro Video Academy, we're going to be making some changes to the set here soon. I'm excited about that. But if you want to be on the list and know when that's going to happen, there's a box down below. If you're watching on VOHeroes.com, get on the list. Go ahead and fill that out. Be on my list. I'd love to have you. I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. I thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.